guys, welcome back to my channel and to this week's Plan With Me video. We are, if you haven't already guessed it, doing another memory plan, planning out the week of Valentine's Valentine's Day week. Is that better? I am doing another voiceover, yes, and yes, I am unwell again. So the kit that we are using for this week's video is the Sweetheart kit from Saucy Stickers Co. It is the first time that I have purchased from the store. I did haul this a little while ago, and here I am just taking you through the kit. So I think off memory it's a 4-page kit, so I was a little bit concerned about how I was going to make it work for me, but I did, and I ended up really happy with the result. So basically, with the Saucy Stickers so I always got to say Co on the end, and I don't understand why. So with the Saucy Stickers Co kit, she does have obviously the option of foiled kits, non-foiled kits, and if you do choose to go with the foiled kit option, you do actually get to select your own foil. So naturally it's your main foils, so you've got your silver, gold and rose gold. I can't remember if she does have the option of hollow, but possibly. So you can pick your kit, pick your foil colour, and use whatever works best for you. I also, just because it just played on my mind then, need to stop saying so we'll see how we go with that. So with this kit, I basically started by laying down the foundations. Now, it is a beautiful kit, so I'd already had headers in it that were foiled accents, so I didn't really need to bring much in. The only foil that I really used or had to bring in myself were scripts and icons and things like that I wanted to add, and I just thought that it turned out really well in the end. So this particular week, you won't see because I only just noticed it. So I was just saying to anyone who is going to watch my pre-plan with me that will go up tomorrow night that I filmed the video you guys are watching now, and then I also filmed another video today, which is for the following week. Obviously, I'm endeavouring to catch up, and that's the best way to go about it. Now, unfortunately for me, I didn't realise until after this video was filmed, after I'd filmed the video today, that there's a chunk in the middle, well not a chunk, but basically Wednesday, Thursday's plans are all out of sync. So when I was flicking back through my planner, I'm like, what the heck, I don't get paid every week. And for the last 3 weeks I had marked in getting paid, or payday. And when I looked back, I realised it was because Valentine's week, which is what we're planning at the moment, I had actually put down payday and my nail appointment and my waxing appointment, and I didn't actually do any of those on that week. So I don't know how that happened, but basically when we get to the end of this spread, there's a fair chunk of things on Wednesday and Thursday that shouldn't actually be there. Now, I haven't gone back to fix all those yet. I will fix that up at a later stage, I hope, before such a time that I may decide to do a flip through. Speaking of flip throughs, I still haven't done my 2019 one. I do still want to do it for you guys. Let me know if you're interested in the comments below. I mean, it's just one of those fun videos. You get to look at my spreads. We can talk about the ones I like, the ones that I don't like. So if you're wanting to see those videos, definitely let me know in the comments below. Excuse me. So I found it really hard to lay out the full boxes for this spread because all of them were so pretty, and it was like, what do I use where? And then I've got some that are sort of darker themed. I've got 2 that have flowers. I've got the double box, the quote box, etc. There I go, saying them again. These were... Okay, so question. For you guys who watch voiceover videos, tell me, so we're going to have an option A and we're going to have an option B. So in the comments below, all I want you to do if you're watching this video is leave A or B in your comments below. If you say nothing else, just comment A or B. So, my question is, when you watch voiceover videos, do you enjoy A, videos where the planner is talking about what stickers they're using, what stores they got them from, and basically telling you the layout of their spread? or do you B, enjoy hearing about their week or their life or, story time or whatever it may be? I can do either or. I mean, obviously it's a lot easier to talk about the stickers because I know what stickers I've used as I'm watching and recording this voiceover. I can obviously talk about the stickers that I've used or where they've come from and so on. But I do also always link the stores that I've used in my description below. Now, it doesn't necessarily, I'm not going to put, like washi strip 1, Simply Gilded, washi strip 2, I'm not going to break it down that much, but I do link all of the shops that I use below. And of course, if I know of any codes or if I have a PR code or whatever it may be, I link that below as well. So definitely let me know. And moving forward, if you guys want to see story time, I'll go into story time. If you guys want to hear about the week, I will do that. Or maybe I can balance it so that sort of both areas are happy. Let me have a quick drink. Because every time my throat gets dry, it tickles and I need to cough. So what did I get up to the week of Valentine's? See, how do you even say that? Is it Valentine's Day week, Valentine's week, the week of Valentine's? I don't even know. But that week was my sister-in-law's birthday week. So my sister-in-law's birthday is February 16th. And I don't think I'm just having a look at my plans now. I don't think we did anything else that week that was notable, really. Oh no, okay, so let's talk about Valentine's Day. So, Friday the 14th of February was Valentine's Day. I hope you all got spoiled by your loved ones. I hope you all spoiled your loved ones. And I hope that for anyone who doesn't have a significant other, you spoiled yourself. We didn't really do much for Valentine's Day itself because it was Friday. It was a working day, so I basically went to work, so did hubby. But what was really cute is when I came home that night, I think that's when I was sick the first time. That was the week that I got sick the first time. So Friday rolled around, I came home from work, I literally stripped down, got into my pajamas, and I was laying on the couch. And then I heard someone pull up outside, and I heard the door slam, and I was like, who the hell? What the hell? I don't want to have visitors. I'm not in the mood to entertain. I just want to lay here and feel sorry for myself, pretty much. And because our neighbours are so close, I thought maybe it's the neighbours. So I didn't think of anything of it. I kept doing whatever I was doing. I think I was watching YouTube or something. And next thing I know, I heard like a tap at the door. And I could see legs at my door because our door is glass. It's a sliding door. Let's not talk about that. And I was like, oh God. I could see like work boots or like work shoes. And I was like, who the heck is this? So I went over to the door, and it was actually my little brother. So I have 3 younger brothers. It was the middle of the 3. And he was holding a big bunch of red roses, and he handed them to me. And he gave them to me, and he said, look, I can't stay. I'm not well. I've just been to the doctors. They put me on antibiotics. But I wanted to give you these. And they were so pretty, and even though I could barely smell, they had that floral perfume, like rose smell. Like, I don't know if anyone's noticed or anyone's gotten roses lately, but generally roses don't have a scent anymore, and I don't know what that is. Like, I remember as a kid, my nan had a rose garden, and all of her roses were so fragranced, and I just feel like stores these days, like, their flowers don't smell anymore. Anyway, so he handed me this big bunch of beautiful roses, but in my whole entire house, I think I had 2 vases. One of those vases was taken up with some natural dried flowers. So basically, hubby had bought me some flowers from like weeks and weeks and weeks ago. And when they dried, they still looked really nice. So we just kept them in a vase, obviously without water. And then the other vase I couldn't find it. I didn't know where it was. And when I did find it, it was too wide. The base was too wide. Excuse me. So if I was to put the roses into the vase, they would have like spread out and looked silly. So I was like, okay, I need to get a vase for these. But I just thought it was a really sweet gesture. Like, he really didn't have to do that. It was the first time he's ever done that, and I would never expect it or never ask for it. But it was really, really cute to get something from someone that wasn't my partner, and I guess from my brother. Like, it was just a really, really sweet gesture. So I did mark that in my planner. And then, of course, when my husband got home, he'd bought me a big bunch of beautiful, like, wild native or native wild native flower, I don't know. They basically had like some dried, like, Australian bush leaves. There was some birds of paradise, just some really unusual, really bright, sort of natural looking flowers, and they were just beautiful. And he'd also bought me a box of chocolates from a chocolate store near where he works. I think they're called the Three Chocolatiers. And it basically, I got like a salted caramel heart. I got a dairy block of chocolate with like the sprinkles or the freckles on the back. I got some dried chocolate dipped strawberries, which were as awful as they sound. I bit into them, I don't know why, I bit into them expecting them to be like a juicy strawberry. Obviously that can't happen because the fruit will go off. So when I bit into it, it was like crunchy, like honeycomb almost, and it threw me off, and I really didn't enjoy those. And then I keep saying Then I also got like a dark chocolate block, and it had sprinkled pistachios on it, as well as the dried strawberries. But the dried strawberries on that chocolate bar were more, they were like chewier, almost kind of like a gummy lolly texture, which was bearable. And funnily enough, just before I forget about it, Instagram and the government, Big Brother is definitely watching. So I had no idea what the chocolate shop was called that my husband bought those chocolates that I just told you about from. I didn't even look at the box. I just went, oh, they're chocolates. They look delicious. Yum. Tried them. Whatever. And then I was scrolling through my Instagram at work a couple of days ago, and I had like an advertisement from the Three Chocolatiers, or whatever it is that they're called, on my Instagram feed. And I was like, and the only reason that I stopped to look at it was because it looked like the chocolate bar that my husband had bought me, and I thought, oh, that's really bizarre. So I then asked him who he bought my chocolates from, and lo and behold, the Three Chocolatiers. And I was like, how the hell did that pop up in my newsfeed? I don't know, my newsfeed, in my Instagram, like ads, when I didn't know the name of the store. I never mentioned the store name, and it's on my Instagram. It was really, really strange. Anywho, back to Valentine's Day. That was another error that you'll see in this planner as well. So, the plan with me that I did last week, I put down that we watched a Frozen Ground and A Quiet Place. But I'm pretty sure we watched A Quiet Place on this particular week. And I did mark it in this particular week. And then I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh. And it's really frustrating because, like I said, I really, really love this spread and the pops of colour and the way that it turned out. And now I can't help but think that I'm going to have to change it all and it's going to look ridiculous. But that was my Valentine's Day. And then on to the Saturday, I just did some normal stuff in the morning. I'm not talking about the earlier half of the week, mainly because I didn't really do much, like other than feeling sick, having a whole bunch of tea, usual orders and things like that. Usual things like work, payday, that sort of stuff, laundry, all of that I already, it's very mundane. So I'm just talking about the weekend instead. Not to mention Wednesday and Thursday were completely stuffed. So Saturday I got up and filmed. I think I filmed a couple of videos that day, I can't remember. And then we decided to go out for dinner, so hubby took me out to Panarotti's. I don't know how popular Panarotti's is or where they are, but for anyone who doesn't know, Panarotti's is like a pizza pasta place. And we go there quite a lot because I'm a pasta lover, hubby's a pizza lover, and it just works for both parties. So that's where we went for dinner. Excuse me. And it's in like our local, like one of the local Penrith Pandas, the club, basically. And they're renovating at the moment. And so they've actually taken out half of the parking. So when we got there, we had a dinner reservation for 7:30. We got there and it took us 20 minutes to park. So we thought we were going to lose our table. Luckily we didn't. And we went in, we had our dinner. Actually, no, I lied. We got to the parking. I looked down at the shoes that I'd picked from the car because I picked them out of my car off the floor of the front seat. And when I went to put them on, when we got to, we finally found a parking spot, I went to put my shoes on and I realised that they were both pairs of sandals, very similar to look at, but not the same. So I was like, oh my god, I can't wear these. So we pulled out of the parking spot. We ducked into Kmart. I basically picked up any pair of flats that I could find. Then we went back to the car park, and then that's when it took us 20 minutes to park. So it took us forever. And then we went into the club, talked about our reservation. Artsy Passy was there, still there. They seated us, and we sat down. I had a boscaiola, which is my favourite type of pasta. Obviously no meat because I am vegetarian, so I basically had the creamy garlic sauce. I think they put spinach in it and mushrooms, and it was delicious. And hubby had, I think, a Mexicana pizza. Now, after that, we went straight from dinner to the local shopping centre because we were going to the movies, so we went and saw Bad Boys. I was going to say Bad Boys 2, but it's Bad Boys. I think it might just be called For Life. I'm not sure. But I'm a huge Will Smith fan, Martin Lawrence fan, and I really love the Bad Boys franchise. So we went to watch that, loved that, and then after that we went back to Kmart because I wanted to buy a vase for the flowers that my brother bought me, and because I'd wanted to go to Kmart just to have a look around because I didn't want to race straight home. And so we did that. And I think I bought a bunch of things I didn't need. I think I bought like flowers, like fake flowers for my planner desk. And I bought like a jacket and, oh, who knows. Every time I go to Kmart, I'm like, okay, I'm going in for this one thing. Like I'm going in for a vase today. And then I'll come out with 25 other things. And half of the time I come out and I don't even have the thing that I was going in for. So that was pretty much that. And then we came home and went to bed. And then on the Sunday, it was my sister-in-law's birthday. As I mentioned, she's a vegan, and for lunch she wanted to go into Newtown, which is basically like the vegan hub, or like hippie hub, some people call it, where all your alternative type people are. So we travelled in by train. We went to a place called Green Gourmet, which is basically a Chinese, it's a Chinese store, but everything that they serve is vegan. So we ordered like pork buns, we ordered satay skewers, we ordered honey king prawns, we ordered a whole bunch of different stir-fry dishes, and they were all vegan, and they are so delicious. Like, even before I was vegan, I never enjoyed seafood, specifically prawns. Just yuck, the smell, the mess, disgusting. And my sister-in-law had taken me to this place once, and I'd tried the prawns before, and oh my god, they are delectable. They are so delicious. It took me a while to get my head around the fact that they aren't obviously prawns, that they are in fact like a tofu of some sort, but they are so yummy. So we did that, and then after that, while we were walking back to the station, we decided to get some ice cream, so we went to a place called Gelato Blue, and Gelato Blue serves gelato and ice cream that again is all vegan. And then pretty much after that, we hopped on the train, we came home, and we just chilled. We got into our pajamas and just sat on the couch. I think I watched Maths that night, and we just did nothing. So, yeah, that was my week. Thank you so much for the love, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm just doing a bit of a wiggle for you guys now. Really love how this turned out. For all of you who are new here, hello, thank you for subscribing. That is it for this week. I will quickly take you through what is left of the kit. And yeah, that's the end. I'll see you all in the next one, guys. Bye for now.